When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McNtyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McNtyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now, this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I will be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And there's really no room to mince words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell, or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction. This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure.
This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? You ask guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels who had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match in over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight?
Boom! And a spear so impactful it has broken the cell wall. Impact after impact, hitting the wall, then hitting the wall onto the ground. Where does the chaos of this Hell in a Cell match end? As insane as this is, it's also about sending a message. It's about saying, I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes. And now he's standing atop the cell over 20 feet off the ground.
I don't know what possesses a man to make that climb.
You gotta think about this. Drew McIntyre has never won inside Hell in a Cell. Punk has. That's gonna be adding even more to this match for Drew tonight.
Yeah, McIntyre has been successful in unleashing all of his mind games on Punk leading up to this point. But is that something clouding his own vision? It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
Showing no concern for safety or common sense, just going to war on top of the cell that was meant to contain them.
Lift it up. What's next?
Oh, dear God, no.
Pushing it all the way to the floor.
All right, this has gone too far now. There is no human being that can withstand that trauma.
He could be in serious trouble. I'm not sure he can continue.
Boom!
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre has taken him to that place. And it's the devil Punk needs to tap into if he wants to walk out of the Hell in a Cell. CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and tech.
He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, go to sleep.
Can that finish McIntyre?
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Nails the GTS.
It's all Punk's for the taking. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk. All the way to the floor. Hard to recover from that.
He's getting back to his feet, but is there fight left? What on earth?
Absolutely insane!
I can't believe what we just witnessed. A human being just fell 20 feet to the ground.
You can hear a pin drop in here right now. Can we get someone out back to check on them?
What the? Hold on. What's he thinking about?
I don't want to know, Corey. Whatever it is, it has to do with climbing the cell.
What a view he must have from the top of that cell.
Looking at a sea of ants from that height. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Oh, ho, ho! Bringing a baseball bat into play.
Fireman's carry. Nice takedown and turn it into a flapjack.
Oh, damaging the arm.
An example of what makes the Scottish Warrior so ruthless in every sense of the word.
He finds a counter to Mcntyre there. Neck breaker. Boom, swinging that like to Bambino.
Oh, repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Taking things to the top rope.
Lift off.
Oh, what a counter, knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time.
Clothesline, so effective.
That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition.
Caught with a lariat. Hit on CM Punk. Shoulder shoots up before two.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Tossing them aside. Strong counter from Punk.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Another unprotected shot straight to his head from above. Airborne.
Crossbody from the top.
McIntyre a step ahead there. Oof. Oh.
Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. What a way to get it
From the top. Double axe handle connects.
Oof. Using the sharp point of the upper back.
back down the hatches. These two are loaded.
Boom.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Just emptying everything they've got now. Ooh. Barely anything left, but still slugging away. Roundhouse kick.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Looking to adjust some features on their opponent with that wrench.
Punk searching for something beneath the apron.
Pulling out the sledgehammer. This match is taking a dark turn now.
Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for Mcntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McNtyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
Huge kick connects.
Punk and McNtyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow because, for one of these men, there might not be.
Oh, he telegraphed it, met them with an enziguri.
This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
Oh, able to transition into the jawbreaker.
Battle of counters. Everyone's getting their full offense in.
Even more attacks to the neck and head area.
A dangerous target to have your sights set on for sure.
Clothesline!
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. In trouble, in the grasp.
Escape and a takedown. Ooh, hitting him with that wrench.
Boom! Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McNtyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McNtyre also wanted to offer his apology.
Triangle armbar. Triangles in. Wait, hold on. Look at this. And he's found a way out of the hole.
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
And now he may be planning to turn this match into his very own home run derby.
And some effective offense with that one.
Good reflexes from him there.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
And enters back into the ring.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
Does it again, and they're about to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Impressive.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
He's headed to the top now.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
So he lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
And finally,
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
and remember that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what the sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cooking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
No! McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.